Forgot what I was talking about too, but whatever. Man, I really wish I could put something there and get rid of this. You don't need to be able to walk there. Maybe if I just do that. Fuck it, right? Yeah. And that's just more open and crazy looking. Yeah. Wait, if I can put one. Ah. Ah. I approve. Looks pretty tight. Yeah. Oh, we just need to do something about that. No! I remember this problem. So this concrete wall is really tough to place. And I could place this thing higher if I were to get rid of this. But I don't want to do that because this looks better than it would if it went all the way through but didn't have support into the roof. No. I hate accepting imperfection. It's like, in real life, whatever, I can handle that shit. But in video games, no. That's the point. It's supposed to be perfect. That's why I'm playing the game. And definitely, I'm just going to put the floor level there. Right. Okay. So, still to do is pretty much everything. Gotta put a wall there. I think the wall is gonna go just, or that, will just go straight down. Meaning seating starts right there. Yep. And then these would, well, you'll see if you watch the whole thing, but then these wood step things are gonna be seats. And then that means I have to stack wood that's in alignment with this wood, which now would be a good time to do that. Right here. I'll let you know right now. So what I'm trying to do is really clearly, okay, I guess that's the best I can do. Yeah, who cares? And if it's only going that low. So the game with these little wood floors is that it becomes a key to build the whole structure along, and it's like could never exist in real life. It's the coolest thing ever. It's like you just have this grid of wood that takes up space evenly throughout a certain height. It's not the best way to describe that, but basically this is a 10 by 1 stack of wood, and it's stacked on top of each other, so you could build at every possible level of this thickness, which is like the smallest unit of thickness in the materials, the building materials. And so I already messed up. So what you gotta do is place this thing like perfectly on top of What the F? Oh man, that is annoying. So it didn't used to do this. I don't know what, oh, okay. The reason that happened is because I placed this, but I didn't store it first. So for whatever reason, this glitchy thing, the way it works, is all of the wood will go down directly on top of the first piece that was put down, but you gotta place it by itself. Like, it has to be in the workshop. It can't have been placed already, and you gotta be placing it for the first time. And so then you can make this key. I've heard people call it a key before. I actually don't like calling it a key. You can make this stack of floorboards and then build on the level of each floorboard. Please don't do it. Yeah, there we go. But the problem is, so I'm good here. I'm super Gucci. But, alright, there we go. We just maxed out, and there's a gap. So what I think I'm gonna do is just like have a gap in the stairs, as opposed to like just get on top, because it's way harder to do it. You have to like get up above it, and that's harder to place it when you're up there. It's harder to place it on like a raised level as opposed to another flat one. And I could just do it and stop complaining. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Stop complaining. Nah, see how janky it is? Fuck that. I don't want any of those problems. First of all, we got these like weird ones. I don't even know why this is raised. I don't like it. Okay? That's why. There we go. Actually, this looks doable now. The reason why this is hard, actually, it's the reason I've been having trouble with it. I could have just done this way better the whole time. Never mind on what I was about to say. Damn it. Oh, did I really? I pulled up like literally on the second to last one before I was on the level. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I did. Oh no, actually. Perfect is perfect. Nope. Zip. Bip. Brup. Nope. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Wow. You see that? Okay. I'm gonna build a chair. I'm going to wait for it to be daytime. It's 12. this would do. Oh, it's just for the VR. Wait a sec. Ooh. The more you know. The camera only shoots out of the right eye on the PS cam. Yo, I'm gonna play some music in the background too. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch these, to be honest. But I am playing music. That much I do know for sure. That's probably too loud.
I'm at the trap, I can sell anything. I wish I would allow myself to hear that soul dream. I pray my daughter never ever experience soul dream. I told her Colgate, baby, gotta keep your teeth straight. Bay on Flex and X, brand new Rari, Smith & Wesson, Members of the ball, want my credit, speaking of credit, Bell on me, I got credit, beat 12, y'all ain't ready at all. Trapping beats on like hurry up and buy extra drink over my boss, cause his birthday 4th of July. I'm so busy, make me feel like I'm in and out my kids' life.
This is my secret plan, YouTube. I secretly am live streaming just to sing Young Thug ad-libs. That's what I do it for. I'm ready to stop lying to everybody. That's what I'm about. I can't believe it. This is the only way.
Don't try to stop me, don't you try to knock me. You see me got these records in the backpack, you got to forgive my heart. I don't mean stuff like that. I ain't do that. Red bottles on, come at big yellow, got the space. I ain't playing, I'm a kid, problem, got the space. $2,000, with a snake, call snake, yeah. Venezuela, me, yeah, dog, clean, raw, clean, dog, snake, all minutes, let's get Vince Swag, new Celine. Dropped out of school and bought myself a chain. I must have taught myself a million things. I'm out the trap, I can sell anything. I wish I would allow myself.
Oh, by the way, I so don't think of myself as hard. I have to say this. Alright, I'm a nerd as hell. I say that all the time. I don't know, maybe I made this channel just to tell nobody I'm a nerd. I am. But I smoke weed. And Young Thug does too. And he's a man. I've been a fan of his, fan of him, whatever, for a long time. Crazy, but he's a genius. And it makes smoking weed so much better. Free dose. I'm not flexing. This last album, though, I don't know. It's not bad, but alright, these are like my favorite Young Thug songs.
So you know my crew, we're the most dangerous clique. And we got a lot of money bags. Call us the Rock. Gucci, you know what time it is. We on peace, next like on pizza. Rats don't need no visa. And if one of you catch me, you get a bitch red spot like a Subaru cheetah. My whole life is like a stop. Bitch, I'm freezing. But my whole crew ball like Eagles. I hate that poor big computer. Only the pockets on more Mickey. My whole family watch murder. Right pockets on my keys, shit back, back to back, in front of Murphys. I used to be broke, now worth it.
My name's Tony. Should I go from the bottom up? Yeah. Really, man, with all this like Atlanta rap that's been coming out, and I know it's weird that I listen to that and do this. I figured I might as well do it at the same time. I don't know why, but London on the track, the producer, oh my god, he is the real genius. His beats are fucking incredible. He's like truly like one of the all-time greats.
We know what them girls like. We came for the hoes, we ain't came for the pipe. I hope them niggas don't be with that bullshit tonight. Guess if somebody try me, I'ma put it in their life. But we know how to party hard. We know how to party hard. We know how to party hard. Party, party, party hard. We know how to 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 party hard.
I'm looking up how to do weather change capsules. I know you have to go into the workshop. I forget like which one. Oh. Yo, by the way, the reason I listen to trap music while I play this. Okay, A, I like it, but B, this shit is boring. Like, it's worth it. I think all this crafting in Fallout 4, it's worth it. But I would not have been able to sit my ass down here and just do it like one, what is it, PvE this whole time. Like, no PvP in the video game, no social aspect of it. I don't think I would have been able to sit here and get through it if it wasn't for like this long playlist of trap music. Which, sorry, judge me if you want to. I'm willing to accept that I could be wrong for listening to trap music, but I've never like had it explained to me why, so I continue to listen to it. But I'm starting to figure out why I should just kind of grow up and stop listening to this shit. Not that it's bad, but it's kind of growing too old for it. Oh. This shit is weird, man. I can't do it. I think I'm giving up on live streaming. It's just not me. I just don't know how to pretend like it's fucking going down the whole time I'm just playing video games. I don't get how people have made this a thing. Congrats. I can't do this. It's just boring. I think if people watch, you gotta figure out how to get people watching. My last attempt is when I finish off all of the detail on the settlement here, which includes a name. I still haven't come up with a name for it. Thinking. Anyway, I'm gonna put an edit together, like a real tight edit, put my edit on Reddit of all of the structures and just like a quick walkthrough. Make it look like the original like Bethesda trailers, but just keep it all in Sanctuary Hills. original for like Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim, how it's just like usually at E3, just like walking around the environment. Do one of those for my settlement, see if people watch, and then I'll start back with these videos. But it's impossible to do this without anybody watching. You just feel crazy, and I'm not doing myself any favors with the Mac Dre, but yeah, I tried. No one watched. Sorry. So I'm gonna stop making these videos for a while, and then finish the structure, or finish the sanctuary, and put an edit together. What are we looking for? It's like a firework. I should have 3 of them. Alright. That part's still under construction, ignore that. Dude, and another reason I listen to rap while I do this. This shit, I don't know, it stresses me out. Honestly. And really, I could listen to, actually, like, more relaxing electronic music would probably be better. I listen to that a lot too. Or like classical when I'm crafting. I figured like the videos were kind of boring, so I listen to the hip hop. To the hip hop. The hip hop. I'm not going to listen to hip hop in the future though, because it's replete with so much racist shit when I play it. And I can't really get away with it, I have to admit. Alright, so how am I gonna do this?
What really fucks with me is number 3. These are the niggas that never get involved in the game. They sit on the side, you know, watching the commentating that hate. You know what I'm saying? I can dig it, man. I can righteously dig it. You know, things been all twisted around. Niggas afraid to be who they really is. We got perpetrators, brokers, pimps, fraudulent motherfuckers propped up the play.
Listening to this shit. I don't know if you can hear the music. This skit is hysterical. Can't do it. I just feel too weird. I love that song too. Like by myself, I do listen to that all the time. I've turned up to that song at a party before in front of people, ended up on Snapchat. Wasn't a bad look. That one, the Sicko Mob one. It's true. This is a true story. On St. Patrick's Day 2013, I turned up to No No by Sicko Mob with all those N-words in it too. And here's why. I'm not even kidding. I'm a nerd, right? I'm broadcasting on YouTube, fucking me building imaginary stuff that doesn't even exist, like some game developer, but I'm not. But anyway, the reason why I turned up to that song is because they mentioned Tony Montana like 4 times in that song. And I just, at the time, when I was younger too, I didn't have a beard, I looked a little bit like a young Tony Montana. I mean, hey, fucking, I'll swag myself out. Thank you very much. Hey, guys, who started this fucking gangsta shit? And this is the fucking thanks we get type of Italian stuff. And it was kind of a whack look, I'm not gonna lie. The dance you do to that is bopping. There's D-Lo and Chemo are the kings of this shit. I'm nowhere near as good as them, but I can bop. Not anymore. Kind of like more slowed down as an individual now. I'm 27. Less lit, I'll admit, but it was lit when I started bopping to that song. The reason I bring it up is because that really happened in real life. And I just like that song. It gives me energy. Listen to it when I work out or do stuff like this. And I try to stay very conscious of the fact that, like, socially, it's really weird that I listen to that music. And not like I'm not going to do it, but not like I'm going to stop listening to it. But it is odd, right? And I have my own reasons why, in this interest of like not going even deeper into this argument, I'm just gonna like leave it aside for now. But the reason I bring it up is even though that happened and like I'm comfortable enough with that song and my own liking of it to dance to it, I still can't play it for like a bunch of people on YouTube just like passively while I sit here and game, which is weird because like there's so much of that shit on YouTube and it's so okay to, I get, it's not that okay. Like, it keeps building. Like, G Money just got shot. Bankroll Fresh. Lil Snoop. There's all these, like, internet artists that, like, okay, if it's a big deal, if it's the deal that it is that Tupac got shot, just period, then what level deal is it? I think it's a big deal that Lil Snoop got shot. I remember when that happened. I used to live in Venice, and he filmed a Mellow video right there at the basketball courts where I had already played before and, like, still play to this day sometimes. Like, whoa. And I've been there before, and I saw that music video. Now this guy who, like, recorded it, and not saying he's, like, the biggest rapper ever, but he's dead. And it's not really on the news or, like, it seems like it's being suppressed. A kind of, like, public, like, outcry over this. I don't know. What do I know? All I'm saying is that it's weird, man. The trap music. Okay. Thinking I should probably. Yeah, I think if I just leave it like that, actually, it's probably the best. Yeah, so anyway, I used to listen to a lot of trap when I was younger, specifically when like Rick Ross was really popular, and I was like, you know, this other music is more energetic, and younger people make it. I really should say. And I just kind of switched to listening to that. I just thought it was all right, and now I'm kind of realizing that trap music has this character to it, this real specific character. That I'm not that character. I know I'm not. I was just kind of like participating and listening to it because like Lil Wayne was like Justin Bieber, kind of like they were the same entertainer there for a second, which is crazy. And it was because Bieber also did this. Biebs in the Trap. It's a Travis Scott song. I'm talking about real stuff right now, but in a way that feels totally not okay. And I know that. But, like, what is going on right now? Period. With anything. This game or that shit. Like, what? I don't know. Clearly, I'm looking for answers. And I think it's all related somehow. That's my point. I'm struggling to actually make that point, but I just nailed that placement. Ooh, come on. Do your thing. Be free. Okay. The way to do this, you L1 and drag down. It's not working right now. Ooh. Second where it goes. Oh! Dude, fuck if this isn't competitive gaming. This is as competitive as it gets, alright? It's you versus the wall. Come on, wall. Be my bitch, wall. Got you, wall. I don't. I do not have this wall. This wall's got me. Ooh, this actually could be a good idea. Ground floor wall action. When I look up in the game, I'm just realizing this. I've been playing this for God knows how long. I actually like crane my neck and look up. I don't need to do that. Although I kind of do. I should move back. Oh. I can't believe I was sitting so close before. Oh, not what we want at all. Looks like I'm doing it blind. All right. You can't even see. Oh, actually, it right there. Wow. Oh man, dude, go. I can't believe this. I get this. This would be a miracle. All right. Just curious to see where this thing is even thinking. Okay. That's crazy looking. All right, we're just putting that there, just because we can. Damn it. Oh. Okay, bad idea. Where's this other one? Oh. I feel like down there is our best shot. You just gotta hit X at that like microsecond right before it flips. This is edge of your seat. This is edge of your seat material, YouTube. Tune in. I need more than 0 viewers for this momentous placement. Come on. It's about to go down. Oh my god. Why do I do this? It's so worth it. It's so clearly worth it. You're gonna build a house, but you just don't have to do any of the part. And I swear, like I feel like I'll be glad I did the rest of my life. Well, it's pathetic that I'm just justifying it now, but bro, this is where it's at. If video games are a thing, then this is the best thing. Perfect house in a game. And it's not just The Sims. It's like stylized to a shooter. Dope, I think. Yeah, it is. Maybe not. The odds of anybody watching this, I'm now realizing, are 0. I can use this footage right now. This will be me explaining why, or the moment when I realized no one was watching, and no one ever should watch live crafting videos of Minecraft, of Fallout. For some reason, I thought people would like that. I thought I would like to watch that. I don't know why I thought that. I've never watched a live crafting video in my life. Kind of foolish, I'll admit that. Sorry, guys. Sorry, fam. Actually, that looks cool like that. And now, let's just square this shit away. Say it like it's so easy. Okay. So you got it. I don't know if it's possible because you basically got to lift up on X and hit it before it. All right, yeah, there's a way. Just that. No, you got it. L1 it down. No. Wait. No. If this works, then it's fine. Fine. That is fine. I do not care. Don't care. Oh my god, dude. Sorry. Fuck. I'm so bad at streaming. Oh my god. It's taxing. It's crafting. It's not easy to craft, man. Gotta nail your placements. Gotta compromise, plan, game. It's tough stuff. Oh, this looks so cool. I'm gonna put these, or try to put these lights on interval timers. And interval timers. Or interval timers. So yeah, try to hook these up on interval timers. So it'll light up like one section at a time. I want to do 3. I feel like that would look really cool. And then the front welcome sign also. I'm going to put each letter on an interval timer, which I've already done actually. And if you're interested, don't do that. The interval timers are, they're like the first thing to get not corrupted, but just kind of like glitch out in a save file. So after you load it up, for me, it like worked the first few times, and then the lights would blink intermittently. But instead of like, it's hard to explain, but it's like instead of I had like 5 interval timers or like 6, and instead of each one being on a separate interval like I had it before, they were just all on the same interval. So anyway, what I'm saying is all the stuff between the electrical wires gets fucked up eventually in your save file, so do that stuff last, or at least make it all perfect last. Oh, I gotta finish this too. I think coupled with the fact that no one really wants to watch this, it's also disappointing because I want to be done. I want to be done with this so bad. I'm almost done. So close. But so far. Dude, this is just my opinion, but I personally think having done the whole Sanctuary Hills in what you could call like authentic lore, authentic design. I'm sure other people have done this, but it's so rewarding. I could have been way less meticulous about it. I could have been way more like just throwing shit up, which I wish I had done. But I wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I figured like the more time I spent, the more people would want to watch it. I just felt like, sense of honor about that, for real. And what I realized is no, it's more fun to have fun, and people want to watch people having fun playing games, which like noted for future videos. That's how I'll try to make all my content to be as fun as possible. And dude, I'd never experienced this with video games before, but throughout the process of playing this thing, or building this thing, I really like hit my limit with how much I enjoy video games. Like, I'm not saying I don't, but I'd never hit that limit before. It was always just like, oh man, I just wish I had more time so I could play more video games. And now, after doing this, I'm still happy I did it. Glad I spent so much time building this thing. I'm stoked. But all I'm saying is I hit my limit with how much I can actually enjoy sitting here hour after hour in my 27th year getting it in. But I still do, mostly, by and large. So actually, I'm going to play Rocket League after this just to have some fun. And yeah, I would like to make more content about gaming, like a game critic or something like that, if anyone wants to hear that stuff. But in general, to offer more unsolicited opinions, I think games are great. They let you choose how you want to live your life. Like, I feel like of everything I own, my projector and like gaming setup is like my prized possession still, and it will be my whole life, because you can watch movies or games, and more generally, like, you can be social or play video games, and definitely gaming makes you less socially inclined, and it makes being social harder, but it's not a reason not to do it. And people generally are really welcoming of all types of people, and I've definitely found that to be true in my life. Like, no one's ever really judged me or reproached me for gaming, even if they don't themselves. And I mean, we're at a time where like Spielberg's making a movie about gamer fiction, and it's at really the height of its popularity. I think it's right at the center of the zeitgeist, to use an English major word. And it's really accepted. And I think it's good. Gaming is good. But I also believe in limitations around gaming in my own life. And then I don't want to be preachy, but in everyone's life, like, this is how I feel. I think competitive gaming is bullshit. Completely. Top to bottom. Like, no. Competitive gaming is sports, and then competitive gaming is non-physical sports. Which, wow, that exists? Nuh-uh. No way. I've been playing non-physical sports my whole life. I've preferred non-physical sports over physical sports since I was a young kid all the way up to now. So me personally, Tony Cuneo, thank you, reality, for mustering that one up. Did not think I was going to get that one out of life in 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, when I was listening to underground hip hop and playing video games all the time. I thought that was just kind of like a me endeavor, especially with like the rappers I listened to. It was a lot of Murs, a lot of Living Legends, a lot of like good guy nerd rap. And I thought by the time I got to college in 2009 that like, okay, so no one cares about this shit. Basically, people kind of tend to veer towards the Lil Wayne direction and like don't really care about video games or MF Doom and shit. Sorry, Tony, you're a nerd. You can get girls, but they'll always disparage you because you're a nerd. Oh, no. What? Fuck. Bad. No, I don't want that. I'm being way too real. This is why no one listens to my shit. But on fucking YouTube, you can just not stop. Which, maybe I'm losing my mind right now and fucking off future employment. But if nobody watches it and it's irrelevant, it can't be a reason why I won't get a job in the future. I wonder if I'm like the first person to ever do just enough on social media to be infamous, but then also be unpopular. That would suck so much. I've never heard of infamy without popularity, but if anybody could pull it off, I could. So anyway, yeah, so video games are normal and accepted now, but I think they should be because they're bad for you, and I'll explain why. You know how I'm kind of like a bitch? I know, I do it on purpose. It's because I cannot be, and it's kind of like why it's hard for me as a man to have like a YouTuber persona that's like very convincing, because when I was younger, I could have been a great YouTuber. I made videos that I thought about putting on YouTube, and you know, you're like, oh, people will watch this. Like, I had that feeling, and people did watch a few of my videos in the past. Like, when I was in 2006 listening to hip-hop, playing video games, I was also making like really shitty amateur films with my friends, just like, oh my god, I actually might post this on the channel if anybody ever watches it. The best thing, my fucking magnum opus to this day, is a documentary that me and my friend Mickey Einstein turned into like a mockumentary on our math teacher at the time, who had called me a greasy Italian, and who I got back perfectly with this documentary on his woodworking hobby. He was buddies with my video art teacher, and oh, that's why I did that. All right, cool. Let me just do it like this. He was buddies with my video art teacher, Dr. Tobias. I went to such a fucking stuck-up school that our video art teacher had a PhD. He was not the only one. But yeah. Trick, yeah. That also happened when I was in high school and nerding the fuck out. Soulja Boy. I think Soulja Boy made all this possible. Live streaming, Fallout 4, the specific kind of like crafty, spend all of your time nature of it. This is all Soulja Boy's doing. It's all his doing. It is. Soulja Boy is responsible. He really is, man. Oh man, I don't think I've shown this off yet to nobody, but check this out, yo. Boom. When the tripwire goes on, it trips that logic gate, which supplies power to the Yowai cage, and then when you trip this from the other side, Yeah, why attack? You run in, it says you got this when you go through. Then some mutant hounds come on you, and then you get flamed. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep rambling. So, I was rambling about like nerdiness and hip hop. Oh yeah, the reason why video games are bad for you is because they basically suppress your identity. They basically tell you that this two-dimensional screen and the action going on it and this volume coming out of your speakers, that's worth your time, your whole lifetime. Like whatever time of my life I could be spending, I probably should work out today, you know, go to the gym, not sit around and smoke and play video games. But, you know, I like cigarettes, I like fucking spending time on this stuff. But it's the kind of thing where, like, when I was younger and I'd go over to my friend's house to play video games, it was awesome. And now I'm older, and I actually still do that. I'll go over to my friend's houses to play video games, but it does not feel the same. It's still fun, but it's not as fun. And we all, like, in most cases, we work and are, like, not in relationships, but we date, and shit's real. Not that real, but too real to be like fucking Nuka-Cola all day long, you know what I mean? I'm getting at this shit. I'm going to fucking talk about this. I don't care if nobody listens. There's all this stuff you could rope into the conversation, like social media. And basically, I know that the way I put information out there is too spastic, too nerdy, too random, too chaotic for people to listen to in a cogent way and to put it into like I write too, so I know what it takes for me to take all my fucking mental excretions and put them into like cogent, logical, good English. It's not nothing. It takes quite a lot of like coffee and daytime. Too much, I would argue. And so that's actually why I'm doing this, is because it is so clearly nothing that I'm doing here. Feast your eyes on this nothing. Look, it's sweet, sweet nothing. And you know what's going there at Red Rocket, my man? Bank. Costco. Yup. I'm making Red Rocket Costco of the wastes. You know what's going over there? On the other side of the Nookaseum. Call it the Nookaseum. Well, I'm going to make a map too. And it's basically me getting high on my own shit, modeled train engine, having conversations with myself, and it's bullshit. I know. There's no access for other people in this. This is the saddest thing a man could do with his life, and I know that it's not right, and I know I have no followers right now, and I know that this shit is sus, but I can make it work. I'm letting it be bad now, but I can find a way to rope all these arguments and like perspective into something. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best trap ever. Oh my god, I gotta do something with this. Yo. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my fucking god. Alright. If this works, please have clearance. No, it's too big. It just doesn't fit. You see what I'm trying to do there? The trap door into the Nuka-Cola bottle, into the radiated water. That would be such a fucking coup de grace. Wait, can I do this? I want to make some stupid thing out of this so badly. There has to be a way. I want to trap somebody in the water in the Coke bottle. It can't be impossible. Oh man. So that's why you should play video games, man. It has all these moments of joy and just like, whoa! What is this? This is brand new shit. A blood trough? You've got it. This is perfect for the arena. Mannequins look creepy and are going up. Oh, this is just too good. This arena is going to look amazing. When is Halloween? Oh, yeah, dude. All right, here's the plan. Nobody yet. First of all, once you watch the video that I make of this settlement, the edited one, I'm going to link you back here first. This will be moment 1 of the backlog. This is called the backlog. This is all the content that I've already made for you guys, my prospective followers. And I'm not here just to make YouTube content. I want to be all preachy and the worst. And I'm sorry, and I know. And my tendency to be this way is the reason why people don't follow my shit to begin with. Whoa. This arena is going to look so lit. Oh my god, dude. So cool. We don't like this stuff for the most part. For the most part, this stuff is not going in the settlement. It's lowbrow. We condone violence up to a certain point, but we want to keep it like Rome. You know, we want the wasteland to advance, and we don't really want to promote violence, although it's such a ubiquitous reality in the wasteland that we understand, or we're basically just saying we're not above resorting to violence for entertainment, given what the world has turned to here in Sanctuary Hills in whatever the year is, 20 something. All right, that should go. I should have clearance there. I vote yes on that. Dude, it just fit. Why not? Yo, and hey, sorry, I'll do my best to talk through these crafting videos, but for the most part, this stuff, it's hard enough to just do it. Like, it's not hard, but it's work. It's like the equivalent of like Spanish homework, I would say, in terms of like just life difficulty. And not complaining. I love doing it, but it's worth doing it for like the end result. But it's really hard for me to like carry a conversation while I do it. So for the most part, I'm just gonna be silent. But we'll be crafting. That much I can promise. Alright, so how do we get somebody to walk in there? Oh no, my follower wasn't feeling it, dude. My one viewer. Oh well. We'll get him. We'll put the world onto this crafting. It is surprising to me that that doesn't want to snap. It must be the water. The plan is to make this bottle into like a trap where this is a coliseum or like an arena. So hopefully somebody falls in here and it's like a trap for raiders and gunners when they're fighting, but not being cooperative right now. Come on, man. Oh! What the hell? I've slaved for you. I've done everything for you. You bottle, you piece of shit, you. Come on! Fucking here in Boston, the cold. Oh, I'm about to die of radiation poisoning. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro. Oh shit. Backwards. That has happened so many times. It's the worst. One person will watch. I think like 4 people have watched at once. And sometimes people watch the videos on YouTube, but I feel like I like doing this, the streaming. I feel like I could stream other games, but there's something about streaming Fallout crafting that's just impossibly tough. It's so boring. Just as a thing to watch. It's weird that like I feel that way, I can acknowledge that, but I also just love doing it still. I know that's weird. Alright, what can I do to make this lethal in here? Bunch of grenades? Okay. Mines! And I'm gonna make them cat mines too. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna load my last save. I haven't. Actually, no. I've done shit. Alright. It's so tall is the problem. It's like fucking 4 stories. Alright. For some reason that just looks perfect. You can like jump off into it. But there, you are stuck in there, man. There is no way to get out. It's like I have to put the mines so you don't get stuck and have to reload. But the mines will kill you anyway. We're gonna put it right here. Am I just losing it that I think this is funny? I could easily have just totally lost my mind with this. Maybe this just isn't entertaining anymore to people. Nah, fuck that. It's a giant bottle you jump into and there's mines in it. I stand by that the rest of my life. Don't give a fuck. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. That's a play. It's a good look. The Nuka chamber. Oh, yeah, I have to drop hella mines in there. It's too bad mines don't go off when you go in there. There's gotta be a way. Like a tripwire, or... Oh, no, I got the best idea. Oh my god, dude. All right, what's going to happen? All right. Yes. I'm going to put this bottle near the catwalk thing. This iron skyway. I'm going to put a ladder up there. The second you fall down, there's going to be a pressure plate. And there's going to be an explosive mill coming off the top here with a conveyor belt, and it's just going to one by one drop grenades into the top of the bottle once you hit the pressure plate. Because I'm Tex Avery. Bow down. I have to love myself for this shit, you realize, because no one's watching. Just in the lab here. People don't appreciate the spectacle that is the fine art of detailed settlement builds. And I gotta toot my own horn, because no one else is doing it for me. This is why you need a girlfriend, low-key. If I had a girlfriend, I could convince her that this shit is entertaining. Get her to annoyedly, like, deal with my bullshit for long enough for me to, like, put this on YouTube and get something out of it. But nope. My girlfriend's gonna be at this ex-girlfriend is gonna look at me. Is gonna be at this party I'm going to. I may not go. I might just live blow off a party because my ex-girlfriend's gonna be there to play Fallout 4. In fact, I think I have to at this point. With no one watching on YouTube to fulfill the most millennial move ever. Or the most Tony move ever that I'm going to blame on my whole generation. Sorry, guys. Why did I bring that up? What was I even talking about? Oh, tooting my own horn and how if I had a girlfriend, she could be stoked on this. Or I have enough juice, I think, to get her excited about this and convince her it's a good idea. And like, no, I can't put it on YouTube yet. If I had a girlfriend, this would be what I was doing instead of live streaming. I would be telling my girlfriend while we hang out and do couple stuff, but I just do this selfishly like a total prick. That, no, what I'm doing is really cool, and I've spent 7 days of playtime in this game for a reason, and you should totally not break up with me for that alone. Even though, yeah, she should. That's a reason to break up with somebody. Selfish ass use of lifetime at 27. But this is if I was in a relationship still, what I would be doing. But since I'm not, I'm live streaming, realizing that even live streams of this are so rough for people who like this type of thing, including myself. I don't think I would watch my own content, so like that's why I don't talk a lot during the videos. Like, you don't have to watch this. I totally get it. You're fine. I'm not going to get amped. I'm not going to broadcast with as much energy as most live streamers because the nature of what I'm doing is such that I think that's really difficult to impossible. To get stoked about this would be like, to me, like an animator being like, or Bob Ross, the painter guy, being like, let's paint, you know? So I can do a Bob Ross. The pleasures of detailed settlement building. With me, your host, Tony Cuneo. I'm not this type of individual. I'm not really that refined or urbane of a man. I pretend to be sometimes, out of necessity. And I hope you don't take that to be disingenuous, but it's true. I'd rather admit that than keep that a secret from you. Let's amble on into the vestibule. Such fine gradient of light enters from the southeastern sky. I'm such a fan of what this light engine's capable of. Let's mosey on down to the weather station so we can clear up these skies. Oh, you know what? Divine Providence is doing that for us today. The wasteland, just when you think it can't get any more barren, just rewards you with some of the most resplendent lighting you can hope to see. We've got a few stacks of shack floors here from which I hope to make stadium seating in this movie theater. The floor as you see it now is pretty much what we're going to stick with on this movie theater. I hope to cover up the gap here with the shack floors. I'm now seeing that that'll be difficult. Or 1/2 off. Not quite sure what to do about that. Hopefully the floor at this level can be built into the adjoining floor, thus filling the gap. All the way back to this argument from way before of why you shouldn't play video games that much, like as much as I have. Although, I am such a fan of that. Oh my god, screenshot. Let me put down. And like, okay, so I'm tooting my own horn like I was saying before, and I'm sorry to do that. It's just that there's no one watching. There's no one really to have a conversation with. And I really aim for like, at least video, to make this channel like a conversation. Oh, let's put the light on. Yeah, wow. Projector booth. But yeah, the reason why is that in order to play video games, the video games only take place up here. I hope that's clear to anybody and everybody. It's a totally mental endeavor. And so doing that is fun, but it puts you in a very cerebral mindset, a very mindful mindset, which is so needed nowadays, and that's why I think from Jump Street, I'm a huge fan of video games and will be for the rest of my life. I think they've done great good in the world, and you can see it in the youth culture and how it's changed the youth culture, digital media and video games, social media and video gaming. But video gaming is to me an unheralded or like unacknowledged agent of social change, and the reason why is why you shouldn't play video games. It's because they make you kind of weird. They make you think a lot. Like, not just a little extra, like a lot of reasoning goes on in these games. And it's not necessarily calculus, like I said. It's more like Spanish homework. It's more like, oh, is this the way it is? Like, is it, yeah, alright, cool. And it's because, like, any fun you have playing video games is kind of like that fun I had earlier where I had this idea to make something and I'm super stoked on it. That's great, but it's all internal. It's all in between you and the screen, and it's really hard. When you're younger, you can do this with no problem. And I remember like playing long sessions of like Mafia and then going and playing football practice, no problems. Like, that was actually a good game to play before football practice. I got a lot out of that. But as you get older, it's just too much up here. You already have to think a lot as an adult. It's not like life is that bad, but you do have to think more when you grow up, just from day to day. Like, you have to do more thinking. And so that's why video games, to me, kind of lose a little bit of value, because you get into them when you're younger, and then you gotta give them up. And that process for me, it's not been like so sad, hasn't been like unlivable, but it's not something I thought about having to do when I first started playing. And ultimately, there's more fun to be had in life than just with these games. But it's the kind of thing where it's like, it'll do for now. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I think I gotta log off here. Did not get a lot of focused stuff done, I'll admit. Although I did come up with some shit. Alright. Peace.